Hello, my name is Espinoza. I attend Edison High School, and the title of my documentary is Fighting Food Insecurity. My documentary is about the issues that are tied to food insecurity and all the different ways that it impacts the lives of people that experience it. It also focuses on a foundation that helps get food to people that need it most. So I picked this topic because it's one that's really interested me and I care about it, and I've learned about different topics relating to this for a while now, and I feel that it's not really understood or talked about enough. After watching my documentary, I hope that people have a greater understanding of what food insecurity is and why it is such an issue for our community. And I hope that after watching it, they think about different ways that they can help fight food insecurity too. The Central Valley is known as one of the top food producers in the nation, producing approximately 25% of the food in the U.S. There seems to be an abundance of food everywhere, ranging from agriculture, farmers markets, and grocery stores. Despite this, there seems to be a large disconnect. Recent studies have shown that California faces rates of food insecurity that reach as high as nearly 17%, with Fresno sitting at 14%. Why is it that we don't have access to the food that we produce? What is causing this gap, and how are we working to close it? In order to tackle these questions, we must first understand the issue at hand. So, what is food insecurity? Food insecurity is defined as the state of not having enough food of adequate quality to meet your needs. In other terms, this means that people that are food insecure are more likely to experience a food shortage and are less likely to have access to healthy food. Since this may be caused by varying issues with employment statuses, unstable incomes, time schedules, housing situations, and/or health conditions, facing food insecurity takes large tolls on people's lives. Some of the immediate effects that may come to mind are skipped meals and limitations on food budgets, but there are others that are not talked about enough. The reality of many is that the foods accessible to them are generally of lesser quality and variety. These two are especially hardest to face because choosing healthier and more diverse foods is simply not an option. Meanwhile, the cheaper and more cost-effective foods available to them are calorie-dense and of low nutritional value with many harmful additives. These in turn lead to greater issues with health and reduced quality of life. Especially in times like these where the cost of living has significantly risen over the years, tackling these issues is extremely difficult for both those affected and those trying to help. Despite these difficulties, the best way for us to fight food insecurity is by supporting our local food drives that help close the gap of need in our communities. A great example would be the Axe Foundation.
My name is Josh Packard. I am the director for the grocery giveaway here for the Axe Foundation. So the Axe Foundation stands for Actively Coming Together Selflessly. And basically the main mission is to help the community, to really help people in need here in Fresno and the surrounding cities. The thrift store here that we do it at helps fund the grocery giveaway. So we've had a huge impact. We've had several people get here really early in the morning. We have people here as early as 4 a.m. The line doesn't start until 9 a.m. And so they're here that early because they're needing help. Also, part of the impact we've been able to make since the start of the pandemic is we've been able to serve over 60,000 people. So it's made a huge impact being able to help people regularly with their life and being able to have that support for them. So all the food from the Axe Foundation is from the food bank, California Food Bank here in town. We have a USDA day, so we do receive food to be able to provide food to people in the community, and we also purchase food as well. So there's purchasing and food that is given to us through donations. So between both, we're able to get food, from a good source as far as USDA products and stuff. And so, that comes on a regular basis, at least once a month. Yeah, I think a good thing to do is just constantly volunteer and kind of help feed the need. I believe that people, when they do that, usually that leads to you being able to have that kind of help provided to you. If you're willing to go out and help, it helps create those opportunities for people to be able to have more. Yeah, so what inspired me to work for the food drive was seeing the level of just community efforts put in from whether it's the church or just people from other organizations. So just seeing everyone come together to make that happen is something I wanted to be a part of, and so that's what kind of led me to wanting to help make that happen. So I wanted to add that there's help out there. There's options for people, and yeah, it is tough, but there's people who want to help, and we're willing to do that. And so by people volunteering, donating their time, that helps continue that to keep happening. And I think other people are encouraged and have also the compassion and the urge to be able to do things similar to us. And so I think that's kind of why too, we see that happening, and we want to make sure it continues. And I think people, when they see that model, it helps them want to do that as well, and see that, hey, this can work, and I can make an impact and help people if I am capable of doing that. Yeah, so basically with a lot of the people coming in, we see a lot of different situations. We see people who come in who have almost nothing, who are picking up for other people. So we don't only just give people the food that are in the car, but they also come and bring food to other people that are maybe not able to get out and bring food to themselves. So we have a lot of people that come in regularly to provide food for other people that they know. As long as they provide their information, we're able to give that to them. And we do have our senior deliveries that's added onto that. So we do deliver here as well to people who cannot leave their home. And so, yeah, so that's a big thing that we see. People come in the line whose cars they don't even know if they're going to start. We have to help jump their car. So it's a constant need where there's kids that even don't have anything to wear. And so we do have a thrift store. We are able to provide things like that to people who really need them. We have clothing and shoes that we can provide. So we do see that when cars come through, we're able to help, not just with food, but also with clothing and items that are just a necessity to live and be able to live life.